Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. What a day. America just lost its biggest war in its short history. Afghanistan fell. 2 days ago, it was still predicted that Kabul is in danger. And in a few months' time, the Taliban can take it over. That was the official line of the press given by the government just 48 hours ago. Yesterday, already Kabul fell. It took 1 day and not several months. I don't believe the American public is aware of the consequences. Biden is not aware of it either. He will probably never aware of the consequences. And if for some reason or another, the American government will decide to re-enter this war again, then a complete state collapse of the USA is inevitable. Yes, it was a 20-year war which cost countless billions of taxpayers' money of the United States population. It was a war which could not have been won, and the monies could have been used for infrastructure and other things which are certainly needed in the United States. But re-entering the war of a huge country which now is completely taken over by an enemy which could not have been defeated in 20 years is not possible at all. I don't believe the American military will soon be seen in this scenario. But there is a real danger that there will be a limited war starting again. And billions and billions and billions of taxpayers' money will be wasted in Afghanistan. Already COVID-19 has created a terrible situation. And 9 months ago, I made a video warning you. The video's name is Starvation of the Masses. There I told you in detail everything which is starting to play out right now. I told you that the supply chains will be interrupted eventually, I said in the third wave of the coronavirus. Well, now we get the fourth wave, and this whole thing is coming a little bit delayed. And inflation is going to go up. Officially, the inflation now is by 5.3% in the United States. Officially. In reality, it's higher than 13. And it's still rising. What does that mean for the regular American worker? Or for anybody who has to buy food, electricity, gasoline, whatever? Many people, poor people anyway, and the middle class sliding down, will not be able to afford all the food they need. This is a very dangerous situation, not only for the United States, but also in other parts of the world. Inflation will take hold, and the supply chains are already massively interrupted, and this will create, as I said 9 months ago in that particular video, starvation of the masses. I suggested, if you have a little bit of means financially, to go out, to get out of the cities. Try to get some kind of piece of land somewhere and make sure at least you have the basic foods when things get really severe. And if you still don't believe it, just ask around. Just go to the stores and find out. People complain to me, business people. We cannot calculate anymore our costs. Our supply is interrupted. We can get not our hands on any kind of goods which we could sell to the public. And inflation certainly must rise, because if there are less goods, if there's only very little food available eventually, prices will skyrocket. And who can afford to pay 2, 3, 4 or 5 times as much money for the groceries? You need to eat and feed your children. Yes, you only have to figure 1 and 1 together to come to the conclusion that your life, through galloping inflation and supply chains interruption, is affected and possibly endangered. Try to find your way out. Try to find a place somewhere, if you are not already there, in the country where you can make a little garden. Try to get a few fruits and vegetables, which will keep you alive for months and months, and maybe a year or 2 or 3, until everything will fall into place again and life can pick up again as you used to. My dear friends, the worst scenario could be that the United States leadership decides to go into war again in Afghanistan. That will bring that avalanche into movement even much faster, and poverty even much more severe than the scenario I just explained to you. Rudolf of Germany.